Day 27. Channeling from Source. Breathe and just rest and listen. From this now moment, just listen. Take it in. Today, we are telling you a story. The story of the formless coming to form. Ultimately, this is the evolution of soul longing to experience itself as you, through you. Once upon a time, there was an aspect of Source, part of a bigger energetic body without form, traveling the world of matter, which it knew it was part of, for everything is one. But it was curious. It wanted to experience what that form world was about. So it just went from universe to universe and galaxy to galaxy, and it came to planet Earth, observing the beauty of the planet. The blue and the green stood out, as well as the colors of nature, the incredible, majestic coastlines, the mountains, the mountain peaks covered in white, the beauty of the waterfalls, and the rich, luxuriant, dense tropical forest with the incredible variety of fauna and flora. It went underneath in the depth of the oceans to observe all the creatures and the beauty of the corals and the animals at the top and the unknown species still at the bottom, admiring the smallest parts to the biggest part of this earth, and the beauties of the forests, the trees, the insects, admiring with awe, with absolute marvel at the synchronicity, the beauty of the systems working together to create that beautiful place, which was placed at exactly the right space between the sun to provide ultimate nourishment, ultimate radiation. And it marveled at the trees, some of which were 1,000 years old, the guardians of wisdom in this planet, and the way they communicate through the mycelium network, the beauty of Source just offering itself with devotion, with reverence into this world where there was no end of miracles happening every day. And then it came to that species, that collective of the humans, very puzzled by the humans with the capacity to be beyond marvelous and beyond torturous. It was very surprised to see that in this world everything was allowed, that the humans could live in a body which in itself was such a gift from nature, from Source, a body in which they can touch, they can feel, they can hear, they can see, they can create incredible arts, music, machinery, complex scientific discoveries, and swim in the sea and reproduce themselves, having children that they take care of and they love. They can kiss and make love. A body which opened them to so many possibilities. Feats of physical challenges done by some, whereas others would go within and reach the depth of inner wisdom. So much variety, and yet so many losing themselves because coming into this body meant losing your connection to source, forgetting who you are so that you can find your way back home. And suddenly that soul was so in love with that experience. It found itself longing to become one of these beautiful beings, knowing that it would love to feel the beauty of this planet through traveling the world and meeting these people with so much wisdom, experiencing healing, experiencing love, experiencing caring for others, having children maybe, feeling that sense of belonging, enjoying the food, the music, the dancing, laughing, the joy, the play, and some lessons to grow and evolve. So the soul decided to start the school of preparation for Earth, the school of Earth. So it read and started communicating telepathically, of course, through energy exchange with the guides to the school of Earth who were living in form, but in a very soft and translucid form of the body. And it started asking questions. With the curiosity, it got so much excited that it decided to go for it, to take the jump, the leap of faith, and just have that experience, because it knew that it was just going to be a lifetime, possibly a few lifetimes, from the space of eternity where it was living in unfolding bliss, ecstasy, and love, experiencing a part of itself as an incarnation on earth was fun. It was an adventure. It was so exciting to be in a body. Oh my God. To meet people and to look at somebody in the eyes, to touch their skin, to feel the sun on the skin, the breeze in the wind. Oh, taste the flavor of a dish cooked with love. There was nothing else. That soul became so focused. I want to go. I want to experience all of this. So the guides loved this enthusiasm and this excitement, but they had to prepare the soul for the fall into the veil of forgetfulness. And the soul could only understand conceptually. Yeah, I know, said the soul. We hear you, said the guides, but this can be a brutal fall into a very dense experience of yourself that you've never experienced before. I'm ready to take the leap of faith. I want to experience myself as a body. I want to be love and joy in a body. I want to feel that compassion. I want to feel the connection. I want to touch the trees and hug the trees and listen to the songs of the birds, the stream of the river. Yes, yes. And this is absolutely amazing, and this is part of Earth. But there are other things which are quite challenging. There is all the opposite of that, what we call the shadow, what we call the darkness. When you lose your connection to Source, you might feel isolated and lonely. You might feel that you don't belong. You might feel unworthy. You might believe you're in lack, and lack is everywhere as an evidence, because lack is so prevalent in the unconscious of this collective that it is a big part of what they experience. Lack of money, lack of food for some areas, lack of love, lack of worth. It is very brutal for a new soul. I'll be fine. I'll do it. I'll find my way home. Okay, we'll be there all the time to guide you and facilitate you. You know that. There are thousands of us, and you are a source. Therefore, you can always, always connect, realign, attune yourself, and feed from the love that you are. Feed from the light that you are. Yes, yes, of course. So we're going to select a specific place, a specific time, and family. The family lineage will hold in its genes and in its emotional makeup all the issues that you want to evolve from. Now, the first question is, do you want an easy life where you're going to have pretty much everything and your level of growth and evolution will be quite low, but life will be extremely enjoyable? Or do you want to have a little bit more of challenges, which might be a little bit painful, if not quite transforming, and then your growth and your evolution will be much higher? But obviously, you will have to choose ultimately. But when you're down there, what you think will be your guiding principle, will be the focus where your energy goes, and what you feel will be the fuel. So consciously or unconsciously, this will direct your life. And sometimes when it's unconscious, you will not get what you want from a conscious level. Yes, yes, yes. I'm ready for that, said the soul. So here is a set of cards with certain qualities, certain processes that you might want to explore in this lifetime on Earth. And the soul was very attracted to trusting myself. Trusting yourself is a great one. It's going to be a journey, because the process of trusting yourself in this earth can be a ride. But what does it mean, said the soul? Why don't they trust themselves? I understand from my observing, but I can't feel what it feels like not to trust yourself. It doesn't seem logical. We know that's the realm that we cannot explain to you. It is like being in love with somebody else. If you've never experienced it and you only know it conceptually, it is but a faint version of what love feels like. The butterflies in the stomach, the heart beating a little bit faster, the touch of your lover and your skin reacting to it, the hug from somebody you love. This is not something you know when you haven't been in a body. Wow, that is so exciting. I am so going to Earth. Yes, we love your excitement, but remember, with it comes the opposite. And where you grow is when you transmute the opposite. It's when you don't let the lack of love, the isolation, the loneliness, the sense of confusion, the overwhelm, the fear and the tears, the sense that life is not going your way, the sense that you are not connected, you don't belong. When you feel these, they can equally become your truth. And some people identify to that and they can't find their way out. Really, said the soul. Wow, I'll show them the way out. Yes, said the guides. We hope you will, knowing from their experience that every soul incarnates with so much hope, so much desire to experience itself as a body, as a human being in a body, just giving of itself, being connected to love and compassion and source. And they don't know what it feels like to be separate, to cut off, even if it's an illusion, the umbilical cord to source because they've never experienced it before. This is part 1. We invite you to join us for part 2 tomorrow. Make the most of your experience in your body today. We love you beyond worlds, beyond words. Namaste.